Hey, so I don't know if anyone's going to be watching my video, but I have been on kind of a fitness journey. I have always been more on the slimmer side growing up. I grew up and did ballet most of my life. So I was always naturally thin. One, because I was so active for so many hours a day, X amount of days a week. But also, like, I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'7", so everything kind of goes this way. And my family is naturally more on the thin side on my father's side, and that's where I get the long legs and long features. But I had a child when I was 22. I was 21, but I turned 22 a month later. And that kind of slowed down my metabolism, not like a lot, but it definitely took a hit. I went from being 5'7" at 117, which is really thin because I was so active. And then I went all the way up to 177 at my most heaviest during my pregnancy. So I'm down to, I was 147 5 days ago, and now I'm down to 141. So I've lost 6 pounds. And yeah, so I'm kind of on this fitness journey. I just kind of want to give you a backstory there if anyone's even watching. And I started doing cardio because I am, let's see, I'm not like, again, I know that I'm not fat. I'm just not what I want to be. It's kind of like one of those things where I know there's people that probably look at me, and I'm not being, a narcissist or anything, but I know some people probably look at me and they're like, wow, decent-ish body, she's had a kid, whoa. And it's like, why not, if I look this good from not exercising and eating whatever the heck I want, why not try to look the best that I can look? So it's just to be healthier too overall. Like, I'm gonna be 27 this month, so I gotta get healthy. But yeah, like, I know I'm not like fat, but it could definitely tone up some. And these pants make me feel kind of skinny because they come up, so I have like that lower fat right there. But anyways, so I did download some calorie counting apps. I've never really done that before. I've always ate kind of healthy when I got on my quote-unquote health kits that only lasted 2 days. So I have a calorie counter. I have 2 of them. I use the Lose It app and there's like Nutritionix Track. And I like those because one tells you the restaurants, like if you go to, like, for instance, I went to Zaxby's the other day and I just typed in Zaxby's blue salad, which is like 600 something calories. It's kind of a lot, I guess. But you can go to a restaurant, type in what you want, and it tells you X amount of calories. Then the Nutritionix tracker also keeps track of your water intake, and that's something I never really did growing up. I didn't always drink a lot of water. Even when I was super active doing ballet, I never drank a lot of water, which is horrible. Don't recommend. So the other one, the Lose It app, you would have to pay for water, like to plug in your water, but it's easier kind of to see your calories. It's like, hey, for lunch you should drink, or you should eat X amount of calories. Your snack, you should be X amount of calories. So it kind of tells you that. So I use both because they marry each other pretty well, so I don't have to pay for anything. So 6 days ago, on my 6th day, 5 days ago, I started doing at least a mile of cardio. So I started walking a lot because I'm super out of shape and my legs always itch when I run. So I started really walking. Then I kind of did as much jogging as I could, but I made sure I hit a mile. And then yesterday I started doing the Ting ab workout. That's like a 2-week thing. And then as well as the everyday workouts. So I'm doing those too. So I get like 30 minutes of like actual like working out crunches and whatever, lunges, and then making sure I stay on top of my cardio on top of eating and drinking water. Like I bought as a little gift to myself, instead of trying to count water by water bottles, because I was going through a lot of like plastic water bottles, and you should not use plastic. I got myself a little cute straw, as well as this. This is 40 ounces, so I'm on my first one today. Almost done with it. So that way I can stay on top of it. I know that the 6 pounds that I've lost could be water weight, but I don't think that a lot of it is, considering I'm drinking way more water than I ever have my whole entire life. So I'm gonna upload this video. I don't really know how to edit, so I'm just gonna do it as is. So whatever I say doesn't really make sense. Sorry about it. I'm not gonna edit it. And I know no one's watching anyways, and I'm doing this more for myself, to hold myself accountable. Usually I give up on day 2, and I'm already on day 6, and people who like me you don't like to give up, but you do give up. If you just push through, like it freaking sucks, dude, but just push through and get it done, because now I do have more energy, and I just feel better. Like some of my clothes, I'm like, it's not like much looser, but it's kind of looser. And I have friends that are like, don't weigh yourself. And so I'm not really gonna weigh myself too much. I'm not gonna fixate on that, but I know that I wanted to check it, at least since I checked it initially. I forgot to measure myself, and I'm not gonna really worry about that too much. I'm just gonna do more like feeling and look wise. It's like, wow, you know, maybe I may weigh more, not lose as much weight, but I definitely look better. So I've taken pictures. Eventually maybe I'll show it. And I'm not eating super healthy. It's not like I'm having like almonds and an apple for a snack, and I probably should. It'd probably jumpstart even more weight loss, or toning wise, fat loss. But it's kind of hard to just dive into there. If that's what you do, great. If not, I'm right there with you. So I have been just eating healthy-ish stuff, like not having chips. I mean, I did have some chips the other day, but you don't want to completely cut it out, because if your body craves it and eventually you give into that, it'll probably hold on to the fat or sugar, whatever you're eating. So if you're craving it, find those maybe healthy alternatives, but also just like have a couple bites of the cake or some chips, whatever. But I don't do it every day, obviously, because common knowledge, it's not gonna lead anywhere if you do that every day. But like I said, I don't eat like spinach salads as a meal. And I mean, maybe I should try to do that if I see myself like kind of plateauing, because I feel like maybe if I do stick to what I'm doing, I might plateau. But I know that me doing what I'm doing and not doing anything is a lot better. So I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things. Just do what's best for you, man. Like, just stick to it. I'm trying my best. Like I said, I usually give up on day 2, and this is day 6, and I feel great. And oh yeah, so for 5 days straight, I have done just cardio. Well, 4 days straight rather, but on the 5th day, so yesterday, I did my Chloe Ting workout. So I'm going to, and I guess that's why I wanted to do a video, to hold myself accountable, because I know that I can do the mile, but on top of the mile, drinking water, eating, you know, certain amount of calories, and now adding the Chloe Ting, it's like, that's a lot on me. So I'm going to make this video, post it, just to hold myself accountable. But then just to also see the progress. And if there's anyone out there struggling like me, or who had been putting stuff off and making excuses, or just depression, dude, throws you underneath the bus and you don't feel motivated. I can't really remember what I was saying, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just posting this just to hold myself accountable, because 4 days in a row of cardio, water, and calorie counting, 5th day doing the Chloe Ting, on top of gonna do that today in a minute, and then 2 weeks of it. So we'll just get back. 1:41 right now. Today's date is the 11th of April. I turned 27 on April 25th. What? So yeah, thanks.